The ETK K1 is a new free roadster mod for BeamNG. This two-seater convertible has one very quirky feature, so let's take it for a test drive. And here is the ETK K1. It's a retro roadster built from 1989 to 1991. It's based on the BMW Z1. That was the first ever Z car. It started production in 1989 and it had a very unique feature. It had sliding doors, but the doors slid vertically. Look at this, the door actually rests in the side panels. This mechanism has been recreated perfectly in BeamNG by the modder Adam PL Games, who also brought us the AW Beat. This mod also has a working convertible roof. You open the latch here, you open this lid, and then the roof folds back neatly into this storage compartment. It doesn't take too long and the animation is really smooth. Let's close up the back there. There you go. You have an open top roadster. We've also got a custom interior. Look at that steering wheel. It's very chunky, nice gauges there, a working digital clock, and look at these bucket seats. Wow, they're amazing. We even have electric window switches. Let's open the window. There we go. Look at that. I love mods with electric windows. Even the hood is quirky. You don't open it conventionally, you open it forwards. Look at that. This has a 2.5 litre inline six, producing 170 horsepower. So let's take the K series for a test drive. Now this car is very, very light because the body panels are made of plastic. In real life, the BMW Z1 was a very limited production run car. I think only 8,000 were made. What just happened? Okay, the AI have had a massive accident. Whoa, it's very busy here in Italy. Look at all these parked cars. And have you noticed the wing mirror? It's only held up by a very thin piece of plastic, but I do like the position of it. It's kind of high up, perfect position for this little roadster. Well, let's take it into the countryside. I think that's where this car will really shine. So 0 to 60 is about 7 seconds, which is pretty quick for the 1980s. And yes, the BeamNG Repo is back. This is one of the first new mods to be added onto the repo after a hiatus of about 1 month. And what a way to come back in style. So while the K1 is not a supercar, it doesn't have a very powerful engine, it drives so well. It's really, really grippy, very agile, and if you give it enough throttle, you can get this thing to drift just slightly. Whoa! Okay, crash test at about 55 miles per hour with the roof up. Whoa. Yeah, it's not that bad. Bits have flown off. The body is made of plastic, remember, so I'm pretty impressed with that. We've also got some custom wheels made specifically for this mod. They look really nice. This mod has 9 configs in total. Let's check out some of the international variants. So on the left, we've got the UK domestic market model, and on the right, the US domestic market model. You might have noticed this mod does support the European license plate and plate holder mods. So we get these wonderful looking UK license plates. When you turn the lights on, the number plate actually lights up at night, and that is a really beautiful effect. It works so well. We need more mods with that little feature. As far as I can tell, the US domestic market model only has one difference: the shape of the license plate, which is similar to the Italian one apparently. So let's take this tuned model for a test drive instead. This has about 190 horsepower, 20 more than the base model, and look at that rear wing. Can't say I like the paint job though, this kind of beigey yellow. You can actually see it inside the car as well. Even the seats are yellow. Wow, look at the traffic today. Good thing we've got a sports car to escape the misery of urban driving. Here we go. Let's take it on this little mountain route. Well, this car is rear-wheel drive. It's got a manual gearbox, front engine, pretty heavy engine too, and it's very well balanced. Quite a neutral driving experience. You have 50% understeer, 50% oversteer. So the engine is shared with the ETK I series. That, whoa, and speak of the devil, that wonderful straight six sound. Oh, it's glorious. Whoa, okay, the AI today, we're having a bit of a problem, aren't we? And the actual J-beam of the vehicle is taken from the ETK K series 1994 mod. So despite having about 20 horsepower more, it doesn't feel that much faster, and I very much doubt the rear wing is actually doing much for handling. But this being such a compact and light sports car, it's easy to fling it around these twisty roads. The brakes are, whoa, the brakes are very good. Oh, getting a bit of a drift there. Wow, okay, so it doesn't have quite enough power to have a full drift, but when you do get some oversteer, you can catch it so easily. Very easy car to drift, this one. Oh, look at that. The control. Oh my, how did I do that? Look, even the gear stick is yellow leather. That's, oh my goodness. Most ETK mods these days do have a Rennspecht config. That is the tuning brand similar to the real-life Alpina. This has 3 very distinctive Rennspecht features. First of all, we've got the Rennspecht wheels with the little Rennspecht logo in there, and we've got the gold stripes running down the side of the car, and the background color of the gauges has been changed to blue. The engine capacity has also been increased up to 2.7 litres, meaning this thing produces about 200 horsepower. So these things are meant to combine luxury and refinement with sporty handling and performance. Let's put the top down before we go on the highway for a high-speed run. Here we go. Open that, open that. I love that animation. It's so smooth. Okay, we're off. This engine, just with 30 horsepower more than the base model, has much more of a sense of urgency. It really does make a difference. And we're going to test this car's top speed. I've got no idea how fast it can go, but we're about to find out. Well, there's 130. I wonder if this car is a 155 mile per hour car. Oh, can we hold on to it? Whoa, no, very nearly. Trying that again. We're entering the tunnel now. Pretty fast section, but we have to slow down before the end of the tunnel. There's 140, 145. I reckon this is about 155 mile per hour top speed. That was a huge drift, and we're spinning out of control. And we're wrecked. 2 unusual configs now. We've got the stripped config. All the body panels have been taken off, and you can see what this car looks like underneath. You can also see the mechanism of the door. If we open it, there you go. Look at that. It actually folds down into the side wings. When we put it up again, yeah, it's quite a neat system. No car since the BMW Z1 has had these vertical sliding doors. Apparently, it was meant to make it easier to get in and out of this low-slung Roadster. And then we've got the art config. This is based on a real-world BMW Z1, which has a hand-painted livery. They kind of look like kids' drawings to me, but I think it's quite cool, like an art exhibit display sort of thing. And finally, this K1 with a gold paint job is the UK-tuned model. This has 242 horsepower. That makes it the most powerful config in the mod. We've also got a very nice wooden steering wheel, a little GPS up here, and this is the right-hand drive model. You may have noticed this mod does have both left-hand drive and right-hand drive configs. I like that the speedometer has also been changed to show miles per hour instead of kilometers per hour. So let's take this thing for a test drive. Wow, it's fast. Really, really powerful. We are going downhill, but yeah, so everything's been upgraded. We've got upgraded suspension, a performance engine block, and better brakes apparently. Oh, they do like to lock a bit. They do have anti-lock brakes, though. This is really where the K1 is at its best. And I've now turned off the traffic. We're going to really push this car. Whoa, it likes to drift. Yeah, we're going to really push this car on this valley road here. And there really is some beautiful scenery in this part of the Italy map. Okay, I didn't know that was a 90-degree corner. I really love this mod. I think it's one of the best of the year so far. Let me know what you think in the comments. And because this is essentially a predecessor to the ETK K series, the 1994 model that is, I think it would be fun to do a comparison video between this and the 1994 K series. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and you can find the mod link in the description. If you'd like to see another amazing ETK mod, it's a luxury ETK sedan. Click the video on screen right now. That's all from me, and I'll see you soon with some more simulator adventures.